How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer. This is my second time trying to record this video. For some reason my camera shut off while I was recording this, so I was talking to myself for about 10 minutes. So we'll try this again. I'll try to make this short and sweet. So beer of the day, Rickard's Red. Non-alcoholic red brew, President's Choice. So yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Mk7, aka the Volkswagen Golf. I picked up a 2017 Golf recently, and the reason why I wanted to talk about it, and I know not all of you are car enthusiasts, so I don't blame you if you click off from this video. The Golf, I've had several Golfs in my lifespan. At one point I even had a 98 Volkswagen Golf Wolfsburg, which was one of my most favorite cars I ever owned. I had a 2002 Golf, wasn't crazy on it. Volkswagen kind of went through a period there where their reliability was right up there with Chrysler and Chevrolet. And then 2007 I had a Volkswagen Rabbit, which was basically a Golf. In 07, 08, Volkswagen changed the name of the Golf to the Rabbit in the North American market. Didn't work out and they went back to the Golf. So I picked up a 2017 Golf, and the reason for that is because I'm using my Volvo C30 a lot for work. I'm putting a lot of miles on it, so I wanted to have a second car that I could use outside of work. So as far as the C30 is concerned, I still own it. Again, I am still using it as a daily driver for the time being. And the Volkswagen Golf, the reason why I like this Golf so much, a few reasons. The interior, it's like Volkswagen's gone back to the old school style where the dash is kind of like up in your face. A real compact design, not really like a cab forward design like a lot of the newer cars, or at least from the last 20 to 30 years have been cab forward. And what I mean by that is when you get in, it's like real, almost like a spaceship. The dash is kind of like spread out, and this one, no, it's like right in your face. The 2017 is like the last year that Volkswagen used this nice brushed aluminum accent on the dash. So really happy with this car. And the main reason why I like this car so much, and this is something that's been bugging me with Volkswagen for the last several years, and a lot of the other manufacturers as well, including Honda with their Honda Civic. Back in the day, you could buy a Volkswagen GTI and it was essentially your run-of-the-mill Golf. The only difference was you had the GTI motor under the hood. And the reason for that was the manufacturer could at least allow the consumer to buy a real inexpensive hot hatch that had the power of the GTI, but you couldn't really tell that it was a GTI unless you knew what was under the hood. You know, same with the Civic, you know, going back to the old SIs and the SIR, very basic car, but it had that motor under the hood. Even the Integra Type R for that matter. But nowadays, you take, for instance, the Volkswagen GTI and even the Golf R, it's like you can't even have a car like that unless you have every single option under the sun, you know, baked into the vehicle, going from the leather interior or even the Jackie cloth seats to the GPS to the power everything, you know, touchscreen everything, all kinds of crazy gizmos and gadgets, you know, 18-inch rims, low profile tires. It's just absolutely a pain in the ass. You can't buy a GTI, you know, for under 40 grand in Canada, and if you want to buy one used, you don't know what you're getting yourself into, because, you know, whoever drove that car probably, you know, is probably rode hard, put away wet, as we used to say. So the reason why I like this Golf that I bought is because it's like back to the old school, almost like an old school GTI. You know, I've got the 1.8T in it, which is a fast motor. The car doesn't have power seats, you know, it doesn't have heated seats, it doesn't have sunroof, it's got power windows, and that's pretty much it. It's got a touch screen which you can use to set your presets on your radio, and it has the backup camera as well in it, which all vehicles have these days. But aside from that, it's extremely bare bones, which I really love. I wish it had the roll-up windows in it, for God's sakes. And the two-door Golf only comes in a 5-speed, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So yeah, I'm extremely happy with my Golf. I would rather have this basic Golf than a top-of-the-line GTI, because let me tell you, I've had the Fiat Abarth before. I've had cars with the 17-inch rims and the low-profile 45 series Pirelli tires, and it's just a nuisance more than anything else. You know, you run over a nail, you know, it goes into the sidewall. Your run flat tire, no good. You got to replace all 4 tires. The low profile tires are extremely temperamental. The new GTIs, you know, they're so delicate and temperamental. You know, you got to detail the shit out of them to keep them nice. They get dirty and they look like shit. Whereas this Golf I bought, I can run it like a normal car, and I can park it in my driveway at the end of the day, and I don't have to worry about buffing the wheels and cleaning the wheels and waxing the car. I'll keep it nice, but I don't have to be extremely anal about it like I probably would be if I had a brand new GTI. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Really happy with my two-door Golf. This is the last generation for the Golf in North America. The Mark 8 that's already out in Europe, by the time it comes to North America, only the GTI and the Golf R will be available. Volkswagen's axing the Golf altogether for the North American market, unfortunately. So let me show you the oddball thrift store find that I have here, and that's Dustin Diamond behind the bell. So Dustin Diamond was Screech from Saved by the Bell, and I'm not going to go into specifics, but let's just say he's the one guy, the one cast member that the rest of the cast doesn't talk to, and he came out with this tell-all salacious book probably around 2010, 2011, and a lot of the rest of the cast, you know, they take issue with what he wrote in this book, and they said a lot of it is untrue. But I mean, if he didn't get sued, then it must be true, right? I don't know if he got sued or not. So it should be fun. You know, he talks about all the sex, drugs, and rock and roll behind the scenes on the set of Saved by the Bell. So I can't wait to sink my teeth into this one. So this guy is an absolute pervert. I think he came out with a porno tape at one time as well. I think his house got repossessed. That's probably why he came out with this book. So, so yeah, hardcover, first pressing, hard to find book. I don't think you can find it at the bookstore. So Behind the Bell. So that's gonna do it, guys. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. You people are wonderful and beautiful. You take care.